Okay. Hey YouTube. I swear I've like re-recorded this a couple of times. Trying to condense it down, so I'm gonna stay on track. Feel free to check out my last video if you want more information about how I did these two strand twists, okay? So this video is basically going to talk about the pros and cons of long-term retwisting. And when I say long-term retwisting, I'm talking about when you wait longer periods of time before you do a retwist on your hair. This could be like, I'm talking longer than 4 weeks, everywhere from 5 weeks all the way up to however long, okay? I prefer to use the term long-term retwisting to semi-freeforming because I still manipulate my hair, and I don't think I should take on a title that I'm not really properly qualifying for, if that makes sense. So, all right, so let's get started. First, I'm going to start out with the cons because I like to end videos on a positive note. So, the cons I say of long-term retwisting is just going to be, first of all, your appearance. Some people prefer like the messy look, the not seeing the parts and that kind of stuff. But for others, that might not be ideal for you, especially like if you're having to be more in like a business setting and say they want you to keep your hair really like, super kempt and kept up. That might not work for you, okay? And I'd say another con would be styling purposes. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to get that polished look, like for updos and that kind of thing. When it comes to my own hair, my hair just gets like stupid thick, and I can hardly even put my hair in a ponytail, let alone think about some of the styles that I'm used to doing when my hair is freshly retwisted. Like, not impossible, but like I said, we're doing cons, so keeping it real. Another con is that you really have to pay attention to your roots during this period. Like, for example, I've been going on average 8 weeks without retwisting. So for those 8 weeks, that doesn't mean I just don't do anything to my hair and all of a sudden I can retwist after 8 weeks and it's fine. Absolutely not. I have to at least once a week go through and separate my roots to ensure that there's no marrying. Otherwise, if you go 8 full weeks without doing anything, your hair is going to be like different locks looped together, married, and it's going to be so painful when comes time to clean up your parts and to retwist, and I'm somewhat tender-headed, and that is not the business, so I have to do that. I try to do it when my hair is damp at least once a week. At a minimum, I have to do it at least when I wash my hair. Definitely have to do it. With styles like this, though, obviously it kind of does the job for me, keeps those roots separated. So yeah, that's a con. Even though you're not retwisting, you are having to still maintain those roots, even just through separating your locks. So I'm trying to think one last con before I move on to the pros. Think that's about it, other than washing. The thicker your hair is, the harder it's to get down to your scalp, but I mean, that's not that big a deal. So, all right, moving on to the pros. Pros. First of all, you're saving time. It's wonderful that, let's say, in the 8 week period, I might wash my hair 3 to 4 times, and majority of those times I don't have to retwist. So it cuts down on styling like immensely, or styling time. I still do put my hair in some kind of style, usually when I wash it, but it's nowhere near as long of a time that it takes because I don't have to worry about trying to separate parts and do all this. Like, I don't have to do all that. So you're saving a ton of time. Another pro is the overall health of your hair. People may experience thinning or just be looking to increase the overall thickness of their hair. And I think that long-term retwisting will be very beneficial for that. Also, if you don't have a lot of thickness, normally letting your hair go longer without retwisting should allow for your hair to be poofier at the roots, have more volume. So when you want to do those styles like braid outs and curly, fluffy styles that require bigger hair, you'll be able to do that. So that's pretty cool. You won't have those parts showing, and that style is going to probably look a lot better. So that's definitely another pro. So let's see. We said saving time was a pro. Body and thickness of your hair. I'm trying to think of another pro. Another pro. I mean, just less manipulation on your hair, Like I said, I think I already mentioned the overall health of your hair. Yeah, especially, like, I want to kind of harp on that one, though. Definitely overall health, I think, especially, and this is just My opinion, especially if we're talking about like people who are in it for the long haul. Like if you're planning to stay locked for a long time, I'm pretty sure that this is going to help maintain those edges, those roots and stuff that tend to be more vulnerable to like thinning and breakage and that kind of stuff and traction alopecia. So overall, I've been doing longer term retwisting since last September. And you can check out my 1 year update video from when I started. But since last September, I've retwisted twice. So I retwisted, of course, September. Obviously, I retwisted, but then I didn't retwist again until November, right around Thanksgiving. And then I just retwisted a week ago. So I really like it. I really like the convenience of it. I really like the overall like thickness of my hair, the health, the time I save. Just it's to me it's worth it. It's worth it. You do have to kind of get out of that mindset of constantly having perfectly laid everything, but at the same time it's not that you can't have good looking hair. And I'm going to try to post some styles in between retwists. So I'll probably post when I take down these twists. I want to post a braid out. I want to post some like using some of the rollers I got. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I don't want to make this too long, so I'm gonna get off of here. But give it a try if you haven't done some long-term retwisting. Okay, so have a great day. Okay, bye.